Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wildflower Lacquer. In today's video I have another mystery box for you. This one is a bit bigger than the other ones that I have been getting. I seem to have been finding lately the ones that are about 20 polishes. This one is 60 polishes and this was only $40. So she did say that some of these would be used, but I was really happy to find some at that price and see what we have. I don't remember if this was supposed to be all indies or anything like that. So let's go ahead and dig in. Ooh, I'm seeing Cadillac right off the bat. Ooh, and CBL. Wow. All right, so let's start with the CBL. This is a bright color. This one is called Bow Chicka. Wow, wow. This is a very cute color. This is very, very bright too, but this is really, really pretty, and I don't think I have anything quite like this. It is a very intense, almost neonish orange, and look at that shimmer. Contrasting shimmers get me every single time. I absolutely love this kind where you have a very vibrant base and then this cooler toned shimmer, or vice versa, where you've got a cool toned base and then a really vibrant warm shimmer. Really love the contrast, and this seems like it's going to be beautiful on. So I'm definitely adding this one to the collection. We're off to a great start. That was CBL Bow Chicka. Wow, wow. All right, next up, let's look at this Cadillac. This one is called May Queen, and it is a thermal. Ooh, so I do have an orange thermal from them that came out in Polish Pickup. It was called Origin, and I really, really like the formula that they come up with for these thermals. I also like that they jam-pack them full of these flakies. This is a really beautiful shade of orange. Kind of reminds me of the warm tone of the other thermal that I have, Origin, because I think the cool tone of that one is sort of more of a terracotta. This is sort of a dusty pumpkin shade, and it is again loaded with these flakies. I'm curious to see what color this will transition to, but it is one that I don't have, and I really like this brand, so we're going to add that to the collection. That was Cadillac's May Queen. All right, and then the last one in that little trio is from Noodles Nail Polish. This one is called Prototype 20. This is so cute. Okay, so Noodles is another one of those brands that I really like. I don't actually have as many from them as I feel like I should, considering how much I do like them, but they are very well known for their Crellies with glitters, and this one has a very fun mix. The tone of this one is a little bit like a pastel blush pink, and then it has gold holographic glitters, silver matte glitters, I think. Maybe matte silver and silver holographic. And I think there are some purple metallic or hollow as well. I can't really tell all of what's in that glitter mix, but look at all that. Lots of sparkle, lots of twinkle, and lots of hollow. This is definitely very unusual. I don't have anything quite like this in my collection. I am not too sure how it's going to look on the nail. I'd imagine it's probably going to be a little bit more like this, with the glitter more dispersed than all clustered like this one. So we'll have to see how I like it, but I think this one is a very cute polish, and it's definitely one that I don't have. So we're going to add that to the collection to at least swatch and see. So that was Noodles Nail Polish, Prototype 20. Up next, looks like we've got a little quad here. The Zoya is a very interesting shade called Irene. I'll have to see if I have this one. It doesn't strike me as one that I might have picked out for myself, but I am curious if I will like this on. I'm having trouble with the base color. It might be like a dusty army green. Let's see. Yeah, like a murky army green. I don't know if you can see that there on the neck of the bottle. This is pretty interesting. It has a very strong green shimmer. Yeah, I think I might actually like this one for like a fall polish. So that was Zoya's Irene. Going in the collection to at least give it a shot. All right, next up, we've got an A. England. This one is called Beauty Never Fails, and this is another brand that I really like. I believe they are made in the UK. I've been really impressed with their holographics, and I do have, I think, some of their shimmers, but the name of this one doesn't sound familiar, so I don't think I have this one. It is a really dark base with a brighter green flaky component. You can kind of see that green, sort of golden green flash. This one isn't speaking to me necessarily, but I am curious to see how this would swatch. I do like that sort of swampy green that I'm seeing in that shimmer, so I want to at least swatch it and see and at least give it a shot. So that was A. England's Beauty Never Fails. Next up we have, we've got an Alchemy Lacquers. This one is called Guangxi? Guanxi. Let me know how badly I butchered that. But this one is a really pretty shade of green. This is also loaded with flakies. There are a number of different types. I'm seeing metallic and multichrome. There's a little bit of a blue flash that I can't tell if that's coming from the flakies or another component. There he goes towards that edge of the bottle. Really pretty color. I actually like this particular shade of green. It's different enough from a straight up green that I like it. I think it's because there's a little bit of like a yellow tone to it. So we'll have to see how I like it on, but so far we're going to give it a shot, add it to the collection to at least swatch and see. That was Alchemy Lacquers. We're going with Guangxi. All right, and the last one, the last one in that bunch was from Femme Fatale. Now this one has lost its little label. That seems to happen quite a lot with the kind of bottles. It's concave and the stickers tend to lose their stick and fall off. But this is a really beautiful silver holographic. There is a golden shimmer and a larger, maybe silver glitter in here. I don't think I have this one, so we're going to add it to the collection. I'll have to see about finding out which one this is, but that one was Femme Fatale, a silver hollow. All right, next up, we've got a little twofer. Two more greens, looks like. The first one is from Miss Sparkle, and this one is called Frozen. Let me know if you know what that's in reference to. In any case, this is a light green, and it looks like a shimmer base. There are some crushed multichrome flakies in here. This particular shade of green, sort of like a light pastel pea soup almost, is just not quite speaking to me, so I think I will go ahead and put this in the destash. That was Miss Sparkle Frozen. And then the second one in that little twofer was from Night Owl Lacquer. This one is Wildflower Meadows, and this is a very interesting shade of green. Look at that. There are purple and pink flashes in here in a larger shimmer particle, and then ba-bam, look at that. More of that shimmer. Then we have these other particles, I want to say like a gold hollow, and there's something in there that is red. So this is very interesting, a bit outside my comfort zone, but something about it I actually like. The tone of green is a bit of a deep grass green, and then I really like all the different components, so I can't say for sure if I will like it enough to keep it, but I at least want to swatch it and see. This one is catching my attention, so we're going to add that to the collection. That was Night Owl Lacquer's Wildflower Meadows. All right, digging into some envelopes here. I see a scofflaw. How cute! This is adorable. So this one is a prototype, and I'm curious if she ever released this because this is adorable. You have this creamy light purple, and then you've got a mix of purple, rose gold, turquoise, and green glitters. That is really, really cute. There's also either micro glitters or maybe micro glitters and something else that is a smaller particle mixed in with that glitter. This is really, really, really cute. This one might have to make a last minute addition to my spring rack because this is cute. So we are going to add that to the collection. This is definitely one that I don't own yet. So that is Scofflaw's prototype. All right, next up, we've got an Emily Damali, and it's a hollow. This one is limited edition 83, and this is like a deep sagey green, almost like a forest green, but it does have that dusty quality because of the hollow. Then there are some crushed multichrome flakies in here, and it's jam-packed full of that hollow. Wow. So Emily Damali is another one of my favorite brands. I do have quite a lot of them. I think they might be up there in my either number 1 or number 2 spot of how many bottles I own from indie brands. And I don't know if I have this one, so we're going to have to double check. It doesn't look familiar, but I do have a number of their prototypes, so we're going to have to check on that. But if I don't own it, this is definitely going in the collection. This is beautiful. So that was Emily Damali's limited edition 83. Next up, what is this? This one is from Fair Maiden, and it is You Got It, Dude. This one came out in the polish pickup back in 2018. Wow. So I'm trying to remember. I know I found polish pickup at the very, very end of one of the years, and I always forget if it was 2017 and I bought in 2018 for January, or if I found it in 2018 and I bought in January of 2019. In any case, I don't think I have this one. And it is long enough ago that I don't think I would have probably been drawn to this color. So I'm very happy to have it now because I like this one. It is sort of this dusty yet bright orange. There is that flash of shimmer. Then you've got multi-chrome flakies. This is really, really neat. I like this one a lot. Like I said, I definitely don't have it, so we are going to add this one to the collection. We'll have to see if it's bright enough for a summer polish once I've swatched it, but very neat polish. That was Fair Maidens. You got it, dude. All right, next up. Ooh, we've got one from Deluxe Polish. This one is called Clash of the Seas. This one doesn't say when it came out that I can see, but look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. So this is like a very deep cobalt blue jelly base, and then it is full of these holographic teal green glitters. That is a beautiful combination. It also needs a bit of a shake. That's how it's going to look when they're a little bit more dispersed. That is really gorgeous. Another one that I definitely don't have, so we are going to add that to the collection. That is Deluxe Polish Clash of the Seas. Next up, ooh, we've got one from Cirque Colors and an older bottle. Nice. This one is called Hellebore. Wow, this one's neat. So this is a green glitter, and I think, nope, I got a green glitter in the last mystery box that I got, and I didn't keep it. But this one is like a lighter metallic, and I actually like this one. The size of the glitters is nice. It's small. This should disperse quite nicely across the nail. There's also a little bit of like a pink or purple glass fleck shimmer particle or micro flaky. Plus it's a Cirque Colors. I don't have that many from this brand. They are a little bit in the higher echelon of prices, so I've only bought from them a couple of times, usually around Black Friday when I can get them at a discount. But very cute polish, and one that I definitely don't have yet. So that was Cirque Colors Hellebore going in the collection. Next one, wow, a bright green from Night Owl Lacquer. This one is called Feelin' Lucky. Now this is a neon green, I'm pretty sure. It is very, very bright. There is a mixture of iridescent glitters. I want to say in a couple of different variations because I am seeing a gold, green, and blue all at the same time. This is definitely one of those colors that is rather outside my comfort zone as far as colors that I wear on the regular. However, I like the iridescent glitters. They are one of those components that I really like to see in polish, and from these brighter tones of grains that I have kept, most of them from mystery boxes, I don't think I've run across any that have this composition of glitters in it. I think I might have some with flakies, but none with these iridescent glitters. So we're going to at least keep it to swatch and do some comparisons of all of these green tones that I've kept and see which ones I like the most, because I definitely don't need a ton of these bright in-your-face greens, but so far that's going to go ahead and go in the collection. That was Night Owl Lacquer's Feelin' Lucky. Next up, we've got one from Pretty Serious. This one is called Badlands Bandit, and this is another brand that I don't have too many from. I don't remember if this one was a UK brand or not. If you remember, let me know down below, but this is a beautiful shade of blue, and it's got a metallic flash to it. This is very, very pretty. I'll have to swatch it and see how I like it on, but so far I really like this tone, and it's definitely one that I don't have yet, so we're going to add that to the collection. That was Pretty Serious Badlands Bandit. Next up, ooh, we've got one from Polish. This one is called Islands in the Sky. Now this is another one that I'm fairly certain I don't have. This one seems to be a, is it purple or blue? It's one of those colors. Could be a blurple? No, it is a purple. It is a very dark purple. Look at that. Very deep. Almost heading towards indigo, but it's not quite as blue as I would say an indigo would be. It's definitely still in that dark purple range, and it has some fun glitters in here. There are some little white square glitters. There's some larger metallic glitters. There's some matte white hex glitters. Some smaller components in here as well, even some that are purple. I don't know if that's going to show as purple on camera, but that's a lighter shade of purple there. Not the large one, but those little ones right there. Very cute mix here. I think this is going to look very cute on the nail. So I think we're going to add this to the collection. Yeah, I definitely don't have anything quite like this with this composition of glitters in this kind of a base. And I am a purple fan, so we're going to add that to the collection. That was Polish's Islands in the Sky. All right, next up. Ooh, we've got one from Native War Paints. Look at this. This is adorable. This one is called Strawberry Swirl. I was going to say the color reminds me of like strawberry milkshake, but the mix of glitters also reminds me of like peppermint candies. So it's a very cute mix. Obviously, it reminds me of food either way. But this is a very light pastel white leaning pink base. And then it is jam-packed full of a fun glitter mix in different shades of pinks, from very light, maybe even matte glitters down here to some hollow and metallic. Very fun mix here. So this is definitely going to go in the collection. I don't think I have anything quite like this yet. So that was Native War Paints Strawberry Swirl. Next one. Ooh, we've got another from Polish. This one is called Slytherin. And this is a very dark green. This one has larger shimmer particles and maybe some micro flakies. It is a very, very dark green. Let's see what it looks like on the brush. Yeah, look at that very dark tone. Something about this though I do really like, so I think I want to at least keep it and swatch it. It's not quite leaning into that blackened green base. It's just a very, very dark green base. That one is from Polish, and that was Slytherin, going in the collection. Getting a lot of greens. All right, next up, ooh, we've got one from Celestial. I have a couple from this brand. I think I may have gotten them from like Color for Nails, and this one is called Drugged by a Kiss. So this is definitely one that I don't have, and this kind of pink is right up my alley. I love this tone of pink, this deep like candy strawberry or deep watermelon shade of pink, and it has a really cute glitter mix in here. There's like a very light gold, maybe a micro white, and then there's also that glass fleck shimmer particle that you're seeing in like a purple or pink. At some point I'm going to have to do a destash of my pink polishes in this tone because I have been keeping quite a lot, but I have really been enjoying this kind of pink, so we're going to add this one to the collection as well. That was Celestial Drugged by a Kiss. Next up, we have, interesting, I think this is a new to me brand. This is Ginger Polish, and it's got a little fox. How cute. So this one is called Green Hill. So I think this one might be another one that comes from Russia. If you know anything about this brand, definitely let me know down below. I would say this is like a peridot green. There's a really fun mix of like a golden glass fleck, a micro silver holographic, and then there's something that flashes in blue. Very interesting combination, and since it is a new to me brand, this is definitely one that I don't own yet, so I am curious to try out their formula and see if I like this color on. I think this could make a really interesting early fall polish, and yeah, really curious to try this one. So that was Ginger Polish Green Hill. All right, next up, we've got one from Girly Bits. This one is called Lei Z Beach Day. So this I think is actually technically a red polish. It's in that sort of a juicy watermelon red that's got that pink hue to it. Almost neon. Look at that. That is vibrant. This reminds me of, who was that? Hula La from Enchanted, where it's got that vibrant reddy pink color, and then it's mixed in with this really fun mix of glitters and flakies. So this is another one that's going to go in the collection. I will have to compare it to that polish that I'm thinking of, and I think there was another one from Cupcake Polish that's sort of in the same realm. I don't know that I need all of them in my collection, but this is really pretty. It's got hollow sparkles in it, as well as these almost ghost flakies that you're seeing pop up in a purple. So very pretty. I am curious how it is going to compare to those other polishes, but so far it's going in the collection. That was Girly Bits Lei Z Beach Day. Next up, we've got another one from Cadillac Loki. Wow, I was not expecting this many really nice brands for this price, so very happy. This one is called Where the Skies End, and it is a thermal. nice. So this is a dark blue base, and there are some matte black flakies as well as iridescent flakies. I am curious to see what this would turn into when it is warm, but this is a very pretty color, and it is one that I know I don't have, so we're going to add that one to the collection as well. So that was Cadillac's Where the Skies End. Next up, we have another Cadillacer. Wow. So another Cadillacer, this one is called Loki. So this is an interesting shade. Sort of reminds me of one that I got before that had these red glitters in it. In any case, this has a dusty, deep slate blue base, and it has these red glitters. I don't know that I would wear this one though. It's just not speaking to me, so I think we will go ahead and add this one to the D-stash. I think that's, nope, only the second bottle going in the D-stash so far. So that was Cadillac's Loki. Next up, got 3 more in this bag. Ooh, one from Polish Molish. This one is called You Belong Here. This is a really pretty color. It is a turquoise green. There are a variety of sizes of iridescent glitter in here. Big sizes as well as almost micro. This is a very fun mix. I'm wondering if this is a thermal. Something about this strikes me as possibly being a thermal, but I could be mistaken. In any case, it is a really pretty color, and I'm liking the mix of those iridescent glitters. I like the ones that are a dark blue against that base. So I'm going to add that one to the collection. That was Polish Molish. You Belong Here. Next up, we have, we've got another Femme Fatale. This one is called Well Dressed Pickles, and this is from the Fist Bump collection. Oh my goodness, that is funny. So this is another very bright green. It has a metallic green shimmer in there, or a glass fleck, or a micro flaky, or a micro glitter, or something. That is actually rather interesting. I like the tone on tone, so I want to at least swatch this and see how I might like this one. I know for the limey shades of green, I haven't really been liking them on my skin tone, but I wonder how this would look on, so I think I'm going to at least give it a shot. This is a brand that I really like, so we're going to add that to the collection. That was Femme Fatale's Well Dressed Pickles. Alright, next up, and the last one in this envelope is one from CBL. So this one is called Hillbilly Harlot. And this one, just to compare it to the first bright pink that we pulled out, actually by comparison, it's bright orange. Did I say bright orange last time? I think I probably did, but in any case, there they are compared. By comparison, Hillbilly Harlot is a lot lighter. It is more like a cantaloupe base as opposed to a almost neon orange. This one has a pink shimmer to it. Another very cute composition. I could definitely see myself wearing this. We'll have to do some comparisons again of this type of color. I know I have a ton of comparisons that I need to do, but I like this one and I don't think it's one that I own. So we're going to add that to the collection as well. That was CBL's Hillbilly Harlot. And CBL is another brand that doesn't make polish anymore. Okay, oh my goodness, do we have 2 more? What? Alright, let's see. We've got one from Lindy Designs. This one is called Your Cow Plant or Mine. This one came out in June polish pickup for 2018. Wow. This is another one that I don't think I have, and I really like this composition of a polish. You have this light green, but what I really like are these crushed multi-chrome flakies. This one also has some holographic glitter in it, so this is definitely going in the collection. I can absolutely see myself wearing this one. So that was Lindy Designs, Your Cow Plant or Mine. All right, I think we're going to do just a couple more, see if I can't get close to about 30 polishes, and then wrap it up for part number 1, and then come back later for part number 2. So the next one is from Pretty Jelly, and this one is Say No to This. And this is a red polish with some gold flash to it. This one, I'm just a little bit finicky on my reds, and this is a bit on the bright side, and there isn't really anything else calling to me because it is red and gold, 2 things that aren't necessarily my favorites. So we will be adding this to the D-stash, but that was Pretty Jelly, Say No to This. That's only the 3rd one going in the D-stash. Not bad. Okay, next up. Ooh, we've got another from Femme Fatale. This one also doesn't have its little label. This one, can't tell if this one is a silver or more like a light white gold. Ooh, it's a little bit gloopy, but there you can see the color. You've got a almost like a white gold hollow. There's some gold glitter in it. It is a pretty color, but I'll have to see if I like it on or not. But so far we're going to keep it. We'll add it and of course see if I can't get it thinned down a little bit so it cooperates in putting it on. But that is Femme Fatale's No Name. And that actually wraps it up at 30, but I'm going to do one more. We are going to close it out with an Emily Damali in a sweet pink. And this is called Sample 484. Okay, that's interesting. I've seen her limited editions, but I have not seen her samples before, so I'm curious about that. But this is a very, very cute light pink, kind of like a strawberry milkshake or strawberry milk, and it is full of iridescent glitters. It's not quite as light as I feel like it's coming across on camera. It is bleaching it out quite a lot. This is a very sweet combo. I definitely want to see about adding this maybe even to my spring rack. Something like this I think could look very cute on. So I will be adding this one to the collection. That was Emily Damali's Sample 484. Alright, so we're going to close out part 1 with 31 polishes. That means we should have about 29 polishes to come back for part 2. Hopefully you guys had a good time. We came across quite a lot of really awesome polishes. Only 3 went to the D-stash so far. So that's really, really good, especially for this price. For the price point, I really wasn't expecting to see any brands like Cadillac or Emily Damali. So really excited about those, as well as the CBLs and quite a few others. So hopefully you guys had a good time. Make sure to check back for part number 2 here in a couple of days. If you are new, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And I will see you in that next one.